The goddess of prosperity is the symbol of endless gold and food. She gave birth to 160 million gods, but she loved her first child, Hastar, the most. However, Hastar wanted all her gold and all her food for himself. He managed to steal the gold, but when he reached for the food, all the millions of gods attacked him. Cursed for his greed, Hastar was condemned to never be worshipped or remembered. But Vinayak's ancestors worshipped him, for their own greed for gold. And from that day, it has never stopped raining in Tumbbad, their village, a curse born from ambition and sin. A woman enters an old, decaying mansion to meet an elderly man. She satisfies him, and in return, she asks for the gold that their ancestors inherited. She requests to leave as the old woman might wake up. Back home, her sons, Vinayak and Sadashiv, wait anxiously near the door. They are worried about the old lady too. They open the door, thinking they should feed her. Vinayak cooks, then tells Sadashiv to feed the old woman. As Sadashiv approaches her room, their mother arrives just in time, pulls him back, and prepares something herself. She feeds the old woman, carefully, fearfully. Vinayak asks if she got the gold. She says no. He suggests they ask the old woman. She tells him to ask it himself. Soon after, the man in the mansion dies. He was their father. She decides they must leave tonight, and never come back. As they prepare to leave, Sadashiv, who is sitting on the branch of a tree, suddenly falls and starts bleeding. Panicked, their mother rushes him onto a bullock cart. Before leaving, she tells Vinayak he must feed the old woman today, and reminds him to say the words that put her to sleep. Sleep, otherwise Hastar will come, she warns. Terrified, Vinayak tries to prepare food, but fear overwhelms him. The old woman starts screaming. He slowly walks toward her room, opens the door, and sees her, a half-alive, half-dead grandmother always chained. Skin sagging like melted wax, eyes cloudy, voice cracked and broken. He asks her where the gold is. She doesn't answer. Instead, she begs for food. He steps back out, forgetting to lock the door, and searches for food, trying hard to remember the words he must speak to put her to sleep. She suddenly comes from behind, chains his leg, and drags him away. Terrified, he struggles until he finally remembers the prayer, the only thing that can put her to sleep. Meanwhile, Sadashiv dies. After his mother returns and they cremate him, they leave Tumbbad forever. But the greedy Vinayak insists, let's take all the gold and leave. His mothers warn him to never come back. He promises he will never return to Tumbbad again. 15 years later, Vinayak returns to Tumbbad. He goes back to the old house to find the grandmother and ask about the treasure. She has decayed even further, grotesque, deformed, chained in the dark, surviving like a parasite. She begs him to end her curse by burning her. Vinayak explores the mansion and learns how to retrieve the gold. After 6 months, he returns to Pune and exchanges gold with a dealer to settle his debt. Then he hints that he has more. Suspicious, the dealer asks if he stole it. Vinayak calmly replies, it's my ancestral property. The deal continues until a British officer demands the dealer to deliver everything within a month if he wants to continue doing business. To settle the debt, the dealer brings a young woman to Vinayak, saying he owes him nothing now, and that she is his payment. That night, when Vinayak tries to sleep with her, she reveals the truth. The dealer only asked her to keep Vinayak in town for 2 days. Driven by greed, the old dealer goes to Tumbbad on his own. He searches the crumbling mansion for gold. Vinayak arrives and follows him. He guides him to the well. As Vinayak returns, the old man goes through the well, which is an endless pit, leading into darkness. The old man crawls inside, surrounded by a pulsing red glow, as if the earth itself is breathing. He finds a box, opens it, and is immediately attacked. Then Vinayak enters the chamber, draws a circle of flour, and opens a doll. He throws it outside the circle. Hastar crawls out to devour it, and as he does, Vinayak pulls the pouch and collects the gold coins that spill out. He escapes, as he burns the old man to end his suffering. Then he shuts the stone slab, sealing Hastar away once again. Vinayak grows old, and over time becomes a bitter man with dark habits. He keeps a mistress, and greed consumes him. At the same time, he trains his young son to follow the same path, to hunt for wealth the same way he does. One day, his son proudly talks about his progress. Vinayak promises to take him to Tumbbad. When the boy asks his mother what lies in Tumbbad, she simply says, "Once you see it, you tell me." On the journey, Vinayak tells him about Tumbbad's cursed past. Before entering, they prepare a doll, but Vinayak throws it away, saying this visit is only for learning. At the bottom of the pit, Vinayak tells his son to draw a circle of flour. He explains they do not have the doll because they aren't doing anything risky today. But the son reveals he secretly brought the doll. Fear strikes Vinayak. He jumps inside the circle to protect his son, throws the doll away, and tries to climb the rope. But his greedy son snatches the pouch and collects a few coins without realizing the danger. Furious, Vinayak beats him, but then searches for the coins anyway. Finally, he hands his son his first coin as a reward. The boy begins to grow into a spoiled, greedy reflection of his father. When his mother asks what happened, he smugly says it's a secret. Meanwhile, India gains independence. Freedom fighters inform Vinayak that his mansion will be taken by the government since he never filed ownership papers. Worry spreads through him. At the same time, his son takes the gold coin and gives it to Vinayak's mistress. Enraged, Vinayak beats him again. The boy defiantly says he will take the coin back, and even proposes a new plan. Instead of just coins, let's take the whole pouch. Let's make more idols and feed Hastar until we have enough time to grab everything. Vinayak feels pride hearing his son's greedy brilliance. He tells him to wait until marriage, to which the boy asks, "What do I do until then?" So Vinayak arranges a ceremony for him. They prepare for their grand mission. Bags of flour, dozens of dolls, the plan is far bigger than ever before. At Tumbbad, they descend into the well. In the chamber, they draw the protective circle. Vinayak holds 2 dolls, and suddenly, 2 Hastars appear. He realizes the terrible mistake: too many dolls means too many Hastars. He yells for his son to return the extra dolls, but it's too late. Dozens of Hastars emerge from the darkness, swarming around them. Vinayak fights desperately. With no choice left, he ties all the idol dolls to his own body and climbs out of the circle. The Hastars attack him, tearing at him, but as he forces them into the circle, they burn and die. His son climbs the rope, terrified after witnessing the horror. When he reaches the top, he finds his father dying, body torn, skin melting from the curse. Vinayak offers him gold, for his greed. Tears in his eyes, the boy refuses. He whispers the sacred words. "Sleep, before Hastar comes." The son lights the fire, ending his father's suffering. Then, in silence, he walks away and seals the Tumbbad door forever, leaving the cursed gold behind.